So I did so. My son is 6 years old, should be in kindergarten. He was early enrollment. He's in first grade, but these are the math books that he's been working on. And so right now, he's been doing grade 3 math book, and he's been multiplying. Those are upside down because it's front and back. And as you can see, not really using any scratch paper, doing this stuff in his head. As it got a little bit more difficult, he started to do a little side notes writing. But as you can see, 6 years old, should be in kindergarten, third grade math book, flying through that. Now this book here I use for my daughter, who is 5 right now. She uses this book, but I do go to the back to allow him to work on some double digit and triple digit addition and subtraction, so he can work on carrying and borrowing numbers. So, you know, he's done a few pages back there. And then I just posted a video of him learning pre-algebra and learning how to solve from X. The first one was my example. The second one I wrote it out. He went ahead and kind of solved it by speaking it. The third one I wrote, and then he did all the writing. And then the fourth and fifth problem he did himself. Special education. Some people need special education. Some children truly do have disabilities, but our kids overrepresent in special ed, and there is a reason for that. I'm not going to go into a conspiracy. I'm not going to point fingers, but I do think that it is by design that any black male child that a teacher feels that she cannot reach is possibly a special ed student. Attention deficit disorder, emotional behavior disorder. I continuously try to tell this school that my child was just bored, extremely bored. Now here's the conflict. I didn't want my son to enroll in school early, even though I knew he was gifted, because I knew socially he wasn't ready. He still wasn't there with things like tying his shoes. He still needed help in the bathroom. He was young. He was 4 years old when kindergarten was starting, but I did know that academically he was advanced, and so that was the conflict that I ran into. I honestly still want to retain my child and have him repeat first grade just so he can adjust socially and emotionally and get used to sitting in a desk and being focused. I feel that the teacher did not realize that he was, you know, still a baby, still needed to probably be in kindergarten or pre-K. So they held him to standards, social standards of a 7-year-old. But academically, when he's performing at a level of like a 9, 10-year-old, they aren't willing to challenge him as well, and they want to continue to send home worksheets that say 3 + 3. So there's direct conflict there. You want him to be more mature. You want him to manage his emotions better. But then you don't want to give him work that's challenging and engaging. So when you bore him to death with 2 + 2, but then you expect him to behave like a 7 or 8-year-old, yeah, you're probably going to think something's wrong. Nothing's wrong with my son. He's extremely gifted, and he's probably smarter than the teacher in his classroom. Have a good day.